Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's get down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Standing by for the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we had about 90 minutes of a hard South Florida rain a couple of hours ago, but that has all cleared, and we are looking at a fast track tonight here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
Sanders now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the very, very talented Andrew Luck.
And Andrew Luck's skill set is absolutely fantastic. There's not anything that he can't do as a quarterback on the field. But I also think that he absorbed a little bit by osmosis some of that great bloodline. His father, formerly a quarterback in the NFL as well.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Dolphins.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick to throw it. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw is Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
From just shy of midfield, Luck caught left side by Funchess. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Indianapolis.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. 33 yards that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. And this one complete right side to Funchess. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And we look now at the offense for Indianapolis.
Brian Kelly's a great example of how valuable centers have become in the NFL. A former first-round pick, he was plugged in immediately to be a starter to handle big nose tackles as well as blitzing linebackers, and also able to move and get out into the run game and get to the second and third level and deliver blocks.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Luck. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a hit and Luck lost the football. It's out.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Luck. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Luck. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Chester Rogers, a 9-yard touchdown there. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead.
I know when the highlights are replayed later, we're going to focus on the throw and the catch, aren't we? But how about the guys that allowed him all the time he wanted in the pocket? The big fellas up front. Terrific job protecting him.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal sheared. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You better bring it.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up third.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
Fitzpatrick's pass. Intended for Albert Wilson. Incomplete. Results on fourth down.
On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Chester Rogers deep for Indianapolis. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Drake. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick throwing the out route incomplete. That's Parker. And he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They come out here in the eye. Here's Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Two times. Four down, check.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Margus Hunt in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Sanders is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Luck. This goes out right to Doyle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit, because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. On 1st and 10, Locke. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run the counter. It's Hines. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 more there and another first down.
And the Colts, first down.
Luck on first down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Here's Luck. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack, and he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage?
That ball caught by Funchess. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Good job, Holmes.
Devin Funchess from a yard out. And the Colts add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. On that quick throw, what do you think? Possibly something they saw at the line to go there?
Possibly in the game plan, and you notice they went with an empty backfield. No backs there to help with pass protection, so you have to have a counter to that because you know they're probably going to bring pressure when they see an empty backfield, so you get rid of the ball quickly. Quick drop, ball's out of the quarterback's hands, keeps it from getting hit, and they get a completion.
On first down, it's Drake. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball, how much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
12 yards there and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a run with Balaj. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Collectively, great defense. It takes all 11, especially down here toward the goal line.
The call comes in, and the call essentially says all 11 have to make a play here. You have to show toughness. We just saw it there.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. From the gun, it's Drake. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Sanders' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Andrew Luck now, he gears up to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on now, let's go!
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now a first down throw. Lock. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Fitzpatrick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team, keep your offense moving at a really high level, and it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. From the 30. Two now. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Out of the gun. Luck. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Christian Wilkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Get him.
Complete to Hilton. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, 79 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. To the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Offense.
Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The Colts on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Luck, and he's got Rodgers. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can go with a quicker guy and sometimes you even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Clock throwing again. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To the air again, Luck. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Colts.
Luck now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pick-off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick goes right side, and he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Andrew Luck and the rest of the Colts offense ready to take over. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Luck. Left side, Doyle with it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 at this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now on 2nd and 13. Luck to the right side to Eric Ebron. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He's got Jack Doyle, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Luck now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. From the gun, here's Luck. Ebron with it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing again is Luck. Ebron's got it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Colts.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Colts have taken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Vinatieri now for the point after. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Fitzpatrick. Now a short one to Gesicki. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Drake. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And Wilson has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Drake. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he hits Drake. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Who's got 84? Check 84.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Luck, middle of the field to the tight end Doyle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Back now in Miami. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
First down.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Again, Luck. Oh, no, he lost the football.
We call it sack block.
Assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Luck. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Luck. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Take care of him. Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
Bashed it.
Super toe.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Fitzpatrick. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. On the left side, this is Stills. And they've got him well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing Fitzpatrick. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike, 53.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Well, that'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
They'll try and run with Balaj. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? Just a quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 27-yard line.
Right, 80! 50's the mark. Watch twist.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. It's caught. Stills, right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area, let your quarterback hit you. These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
And Brandon, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays, and the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close,
the Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Love. And that's off the mark, incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Love. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Bluff. Over the middle, complete. It's Doyle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Caught left side by Hilton. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll look to throw.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash it.
And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron from 13 yards out. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Fitzpatrick and the Dolphins now down 35-31. A little over 80 ticks to go. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Drake. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw. Wilson snags it left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Fitzpatrick on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. On 1st down, it's Mack. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
I'm coming after you.
Now it's Hines. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So locked down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you what, they were big favorites coming in, but they had to work for this one.
It certainly wasn't the walk in the park that you expected coming into this one. I have a suspicion that in their meetings next week, head coach going to talk to them a little bit about focus, don't you think?
Yeah, because down the stretch, there was some nail-biting going on. And you're right. I think not only the fans, but those folks inside that locker room, they expected a comfortable victory.
Yeah, they certainly did, and that just tells you about the NFL. Any given game, you never know how it's going to turn out. You'd better be ready to play.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Miami, so long.